Just kind of want to go through some of the handouts I provided to you today. So you should have hopefully received all this stuff. The handouts of the slides themselves, either a 3 slide per page or 6 slide per page, as well as these 3 handouts. The pollinator garden tips just kind of gives some of the highlights on creating a pollinator garden. The Help Save Our Pollinators is a little longer document, kind of a good summary of this presentation, talking about a lot of the information I'm going to cover today. And then creating a solitary bee hotel from University of Nebraska. Those bee hotels and stuff have become kind of increasingly popular, so we get a lot of questions about those. This is a nice kind of step-by-step guide on how to go about creating those and the types of bees and stuff that will utilize them. Additionally, when we get all of these presentations loaded up to Box, you guys will have access to all that stuff. We do have a script for all these presentations, so you don't have to worry about memorizing all this stuff. We will provide you a script. We'll also provide a teaching guide to kind of give you some pointers and stuff on how to present these, as well as some resources for additional information if you would like to pursue some of that. And there's also an evaluation that hopefully you will hand out to the participants when you present these programs to give us feedback about how these presentations worked, and so we can kind of get some information off all of that stuff. All right, so with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So this is native pollinators. So if you're given this, go ahead, introduce yourself, your master gardener, master naturalist, how long you've been in the program, any experiences you may have with pollinators. Do you have a pollinator garden? If you build bee hotels, do you rear monarchs, stuff like that. And if you don't do that stuff, that's fine. I personally don't have a quote-unquote pollinator garden. I've just got kind of flowers all over the place in the yard, stuff like that. So today we're going to talk a little bit about native pollinators. We're going to focus on those in Illinois. So there may be some pollinators that are out there that we don't have here in Illinois that we're not going to really spend any time on. This is just going to be a general overview of pollinators. We're not really going to get into too much detail on any particular type of pollinator. Instead, kind of give people an idea of the kind of pollinators that are out there, as well as some things you can do to help attract them to your landscape.